If there was a court case going on behind you for somebody, it was like a lot going on, okay? And in this situation is where someone, excuse me, in a situation with this court case, right? Someone will have to bring it, even though they have been avoiding to bring this to you. In this court case, all right, someone you're gonna discover, and if you moved around as much as I did, so basically what you're gonna figure out in this situation, for someone like for me, I'm seeing like we're in a court case, um, it's like two to three, someone possibly up to four different type of cases that was going on at once. Right here was a Virgo who could have worked along some lawyers and some judges and stuff like that, where they were trying to keep quiet because they was taking away property, land, and it was like to send in two extra people to keep playing with your emotions. For this one, it's a mother or a Cancer energy, okay? Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So someone to play with the emotions and things. And with this one, this person was, dealing with this person who was in the judicial legal system, police, where they were cheating. And like for somebody, you'll find out that cheating with like someone that is an official of a court, a judge or something like that, somebody that's supposed to basically bring you the information, like, and then they were supposed to communicate to you about what was happening, like during the winter time. Also, where there was also supposed to be some communication for somebody that they could be in, like during the winter time. This is like a place known for it. For me, this would have been for like Colorado or something, right? And then in another situation where I'm seeing where someone was trying to conceal the fact that you were actually speaking the truth and speaking up on, some things that were actually happening to you, where someone was actually trying to, for one situation, somebody was either trying to flood someone out of a home, and another one where it was like someone trying to trap someone inside of a home and making someone feel like they're going through like a mental, emotional depression. But here's the crazy part of it is, in this situation where, like, say if you got denied medical care or anything, like I was denied a lot of medical care, like they wouldn't do what they're supposed to do, right? And this is like running someone out of home, making sure someone didn't have food, making sure people was betraying you and stuff like that. Say you did need actual help, right? For somebody, there was actually a doctor, a male doctor at first, that sent in someone to unalive you. For somebody, they tried to do this up to 10 times, okay? 10 times from that was paid from this doctor and from this law official, and then this Virgo. This person could have been a spouse, a partner, or something like that, or a father figure, and then this authoritative person. So in this situation, you had these authoritative people, a lawyer, of course, a judge, and somebody in, law, sheriff, whatever, and this doctor that tried to do this, but they was also a part and a father figure, a father, an uncle, a brother, whoever. For somebody, it was also to include the mastermind was like a best friend, a mother, a mother figure of some sort, right? That knew about them running you out of home, making sure you didn't have food, making sure people, was actually intentionally causing harm to you. This is something that they thought you wouldn't know. For somebody, because the ram here, or this goat right here, is pregnant, and they sent in like three times somebody. This person could have been from like Wyoming, Montana, but this also was another doctor who was sent in, or they was also utilizing civilians as well to cause somebody to like have harm to, these are like three hyenas, to cause somebody to like miscarriage, to hurt, harm, whatever, because they didn't want this part of this to be truth. Because the person who fronted this person was like a minister, a pastor, a doctor, a psychiatrist, and then a female law official who was involved in this. Also, someone's going to find out, a teenager child also was involved in this, okay? And they sent in someone to literally try to unalive you like 3 extra times. So for somebody, this is like 13. And then you got somebody getting mad because they was upset for you coming out of speaking truth, like you debunking the fact that they were spitting so much lies. And this is like, them getting offended by you, hey, they was sitting here doing this like 10, like communicating about this, doing all this behind your back, right? And I guess someone was getting offended about the truth you were speaking, and they didn't want to stand in it too. So this female and this young adult or teenager, for somebody, it's like somebody could have been pregnant and they made them, lose it, like they got rid of it. And it was like up to 4 people. One of them like backed out of doing this, but you had someone from Wyoming, Texas, Montana. Those are like the main areas I'm getting. It could have possibly been like Virginia, New Hampshire, like where real known people to, drive or something like horses and stuff like that. And they was, looking to attack you. If you were pregnant and you lost something, this was, due to whoever this psychologist. Also, someone likes to do like Aquarian. So this female could like to go horseback riding, or she could be a psychiatrist. I was about to say a psychologist, but it's actually saying psychiatrist. Also, a social worker was the one to involve, like to pay. They paid like 3 people to unalive you, okay? Also, someone got this idea because another doctor or someone could be in like, it's another doctor because they wear a white jacket. A doctor of some sort who got an idea like, hey, we can play into the spiritual aspect, and they paid a lot of money to whoever this male practitioner is, but it's also given a female minister or pastor who also invested in this, because it's like, well, shoot, we can get them to do this to them. And it's like somebody may have thought somebody wasn't strong enough to like, get back at this, but somebody also gonna find like a friend, like they resorted to go right back to this once they felt like either you were speaking up for yourself and you started speaking the truth, because the truth you were speaking was added up more so than the lie, the web of lies that they was looking to create. But the main source of this lies being created was from like a water sign female, okay? And then it was like she was easily able to manipulate like other people. If it was like relationships, she would easily manipulated these people to believe it, okay? Also, it's like someone, it was a man that do want to stand up, but it's like they couldn't, because it was like shots were fired and then it was like stealth, but then it's like they got back in where they paid a man where they did want to come in and say something, but they got like stuck and was like, well, do I say something? Do I not say something? But then they fell back into the trap because they offered this person money, right? They also, was paying people not to listen to you or like not to believe you. Also, they paid another person not only to just unalive you or to stop whatever it was that you were creating or get you fired from your job. Like they was trying to get you fired from your job. They wanted you to starve. They wanted people to like run all over you, not listen to you, gaslight you, but really more so cause harm, also to take your money. So like they didn't want you to have wisdom or insight about them, having people to say like you didn't have it. Also, it was like somebody that you could have worked with or something like that, had them go back to report to like a judge, or if depending on what kind of sections you were in, they went to go tell this person like, hey, this person's, can we take this away? But this is also them going back through certain things, or like your records, labs, DNA, and they figured out that somebody like definitely was a pregnancy, but then they seeing that somebody was these doctors and these people was waging war and like intentionally causing people to have destruction. I'm telling you, it's a female water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, that they just wanted, like, say for instance, something was going to go drown or something like that. For somebody, you have a parent that was willing to go as far as paying somebody to have them come back in to take you on a vacation or like water or something like that, so they can have you to drown or something like that. But also, this was like somebody that didn't want you to work, that they just wanted, like, whoever, it's mainly like more of a female than it was the male, but it's seeming like they were paying these males to manipulate. But outside of that, like, say if you were married or you're still married or whatever the case may be, this person and whoever their parent is or their relatives were the main corporate, like, the start of it. And then it was like once this mother figure, like somebody, your actual mother, could have like seen this and was like, and they took it as an opportunity to work against you. But for somebody, whatever it is that you're speaking up on, like, keep speaking up on it, because whatever it is that you're working on, you're speaking up on, you're taking these people down. You're taking them down, and they didn't expect this. Like, I'm getting like somebody could be like beyond like surprised, like, okay, how were you able to figure out who this is, what the people were planning to do. Right now it's communication, because it's like someone is not sure how to like observe or analyze this, like they're not able to judge it anymore, because a lot of this stuff is running dry. And due to the simple fact, because you're gaining balance, because it's like that when you get matches, most of the time it's not like a counterpart or anything. It means you're becoming real balanced back into your finances or back into yourself. So these are the pinnacles. And but then also it came where somebody else came in, okay? And they didn't want somebody to see you as being balanced, or being in your position. They wanted you to seem like you were cold, unemotional, that you didn't care. For somebody there, you even had somebody going as far as saying that you unalived a child or took away a child for somebody, or you didn't care, you didn't love your kids. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, men, and like these could be brothers, these could be uncles. This is also officials who said this as well. They wrote this on documents, okay? This is also someone was hoping that you would have took on something, or like say if you had to go to the hospital, the doctor or something like that, that you would have been the person, like that would have been their other way to take you out, because it was like something with barium or something, the stuff that you can use for MRI. And if you got certain conditions, it can unalive you if you get it too much in your system. And they were going to avoid like trying to put that on paperwork, letting anybody know what was going on, okay? But unbeknownst to them, they have been watched. Also, they wanted someone to like snake you in the worst way, just to avoid for certain secrets and things like that. Because for somebody, this has been going on with you since you were a kid. For somebody, this has been going on with you since you were like 7 years old. So this is like somebody just like they don't want that problem. They've been trying to avoid, trying to get, for it to be seen, for it to be heard. They don't want the truth to be out, like since you were 7. This is, and for somebody, it's mainly been more family. Like they still adamant about still going with this, okay? For somebody, I'm getting like they even been communicating, like say if it was like family or relatives you was breaking up with, or if they found like other people that were amped up to be working against you right now, they're like so convinced, like, okay, well, if this person is still mad at them, we're going to utilize them. They wouldn't as far as trying to pay somebody just to stay away. And if they didn't want to pay them to stay away, it's like, well, shit, are you still on, they're watching these people to see if they still on that type of time, willing to pay them. Just like they're still trying to pay for somebody to physically take a life right now. They are physically doing that. But like I said, with the feds and stuff like that being on the ground, they're watching this. They even trying to cover up the fact that they done bought like up to 5 weapons for these people to do this job. Like, okay, well, instead of like, say if these people could possibly be felons, criminals, or whatever the case may be, they trying to keep them from not getting it. So if like say if the feds went to go look, they could go see that somebody recently within the last few weeks, couple weeks, just purchased, some weapons, and they're trying to purchase these weapons so in hopes that like during the time that you're live or something like that, that they could come on through and try to do it. So it's like somebody even willing to go as far, like it's so sadistic to a point where it's like, okay, well, one of them days when they on live, like somebody is literally saying that when they on live, I want you to take their life. Like somebody is literally talking to somebody like that. This could be somebody that is a Virgo, like a man is really having a conversation like that. Like for somebody, if you had a spouse and you're still married to him or something like that, it's him and like he's for somebody you're gonna find out like your spouse is with the same sex, okay? I mean, for me, I already knew that. Like, it ain't no motherfucking secret for me. I don't give a shit. But him, and then it's like with these two, and then a mother, and then for somebody, it's a mother, a best friend, a aunt, and a cousin. But they're females that they're involved in this, and they're paying some other people for somebody else. If you had other people that end up getting involved, like I said, for somebody, you're gonna find out a psychologist or psychiatrist. This is a female judge, and then it's like low key, they could have pimped out like a young girl. I'm gonna say they could be anywhere between like 14 and 23 years old that they got pregnant, but they end up, figuring out a way. Like they got this person pregnant like 3 times. So like if the feds really start digging on one of these attorneys or these judges, it's gonna be like a particular, like I'm seeing up to like 4 females that could be between the age of 14 and 23. So I'm not sure if they could be like foster care, some kids. It could even be my own child. Hell if I know. But it's showing that they could have been pregnant and they made them, get rid of it. But it was like these 3 people were sent to do this. And then you get this other man, like coming from like Montana. It could be Montana, it could be Texas, it can be Arkansas, Wyoming. For me, I know this is a VA because this is a military person right here that was trying to give somebody intel, where I'm seeing where it's some people at a courthouse that they was waiting for some type of information or some intel, but then in the background it's this female judge, lawyer, a psychiatrist, where they also pay for people and they participated in, like if you didn't have somewhere to live, food and stuff like that, these people all put in, but they also put in to pay a practitioner to be involved and try to do some kind of psychological thing. Also, it's showing where they calls like somebody like 3 times. If it was a pregnancy, they paid for this to happen. So it's like some kind of drug, IV or something like that. They also pay for somebody to do work on someone to make you seem like psychologically, emotionally unstable. They also pay someone if they had with ties in the military to stop, like somebody, if you had military funds or something like that, they've been paying for somebody to make sure to see if they can get them either to cut it off, shut it off, or they also pay somebody to come in place to portray as you to go ahead and do this as well. So for somebody, you need to know actively is still like ex-spouses, family members. For somebody, you have fathers, if you didn't even know you had brothers, all of that, like they're still actively attempting to do this as we speak. Like somebody literally just right now, they still try to pay for somebody to either try to do it, with a machete or come out in the woods, but they also just recently paid somebody to go buy 5 weapons from a weapon store. So damn, they even going as far as making it seem like somebody not lovable. You don't deserve to have no relationship. You know, like for somebody, I'm literally getting it's a female and masculine energy, like cloaking their energy to like convince. It's a female trying to convince a group of men to like not work with you, not to be in business with you. But I don't, it's showing that it's not working at all. Like they still racing to do this shit, but I'm getting like it's 6 solid people that's probably been paying attention like on a good side, and they paying attention like in the craziest way. Cause it's like ain't no way. But they also paying attention like whoever this Taurus female is, it's a Taurus, a Scorpio. Shit, it's a Taurus and a Scorpio going hard in a motherfucker right now. In the Leo. They're going hard right now just to try to get somebody to come in, like, still. And, like, to come in to either try to give you a fake love offer to unalive you. Like this is like somebody that want to try to cut you down to size, but it's like, it ain't gonna happen because somebody you're speaking the truth. Even though it's like the ones who side-eyeing you are the motherfuckers that let's just say, if they gonna keep side-eyeing you, they ain't gonna be side-eyeing for too long. Because somebody is like, nah, this ain't how it's gonna go. Yeah, this is like someone wanting you to stop your new beginning, but it's not gonna happen like that. Because where somebody would have planned to snake you, I'm getting even people pulling back like, hold up, hell no, something ain't right. Like, people can get that. They even caught somebody going as far as trying to pay somebody if they know somebody had like AIDS, HIV, some kind of crazy as shit. They caught these motherfuckers. This female, bro, this is not even a. You have family and some judges and some doctors willing to go as far as paying somebody to come bring you a fucking disease. However, someone seen that. They even got the information, like, it's recorded. And the people who they would have brought to do this is just like the most that they could. I mean, it still wouldn't even stop your path. Even if that was to happen to somebody, it's still not gonna stop your path. It was not going to stop your path. And it's like also somebody wanted to create illusion or confusion, like, oh, like this, like for somebody, you had a pregnancy and they literally terminated that. And this is like somebody wanted you to feel like you have to be in depression. Oh, they were dealing with postpartum and, like somebody messing with lab works and everything. And people are very aware of this. Also, you still have somebody who's a Leo, October, either Libra or Scorpio, literally still trying to cloak their energy and your energy just to figure out what's your next move, who's coming towards you, who want to make a love offer to you. If they still trying to figure out if other people thinking about you, trying to return to you. Like, they're doing like the extreme most that, like, this motherfucker is way worse than Infinity and Beyond off a motherfucking Toy Story. Do you hear me? That little badass boy that was burning the motherfucking doll heads and shit. This is like way worse than that. But that little boy got his ass fucking fucked up in the end. But it's just like they creating their own storm. But for somebody, I'm getting like it's up to like 6 people really paying attention. It's like, okay, so they're willing to go ahead and go work at this one. It's bringing heat to places where, like, say if people had like strip clubs and shit like that, it's bringing heat to people that shit, they could have conducted a fucking business and went on about their business, but how far they was willing to go, and the people that they going ahead and bringing in, it's gonna basically fuck up their money in the end. Like, say if they was endorsing people or if they wanted campaigns, all of that shit for to get elected to. So it's just like, good luck to them, because whoever this person was, like for somebody, if there was anything where abuse occurred in any shape, form, or fashion, if you ask for help and there's documentation where, whether they try to delete it in your system, in their system or whatever, because I'm getting they trying to delete it in yours. Okay, this is like someone trying to pay somebody to get in the back of your phone or something like that to do that. This is also for somebody like, I already know the so-called person that's supposed to be my mom, and she will fuck on anybody just to get control over them. So it's just like, that ain't nothing new. But this is also like somebody trying to figure out, like, is they gonna get the information or communication. For somebody, you supposed to got communication on April 8th about the court case. And they're watching these people realizing that you're not getting the communication. They're also watching that these people, or if it was supposed to be police, judges supposed to brought some information to you, they have watched them not bring this to you. So meaning the date has already came up, but they also realized, like, okay, why hasn't this person showed up? They seen whoever the fuck it was that they try to show up as you. And baby, when I say that whoever the person is or this federal person is, this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is like, is it, does it take like 6 people when it comes to like a judge or a board thing whenever they get ready to like fire them and take them out of position? They're about to get taken out of position. I don't. This could be a judge. This could be a sheriff. This could be a lawyer. Somebody's about to lose. Definitely a female. Also, like a couple too. Like this is like people thinking like, oh, they could call you out for somebody like forget what they talking about because the facts are the facts. For somebody, you're just presenting facts. Also, they're gonna find out who's this practitioner is that's been just taking and hoarding this money. I'm getting them a protection of just trying to figure out what's the escape, where they gonna go. Cause it's like I'm not gonna get caught up in it. I just did the work, but this is just way worse. Also, like they, didn't want you to find out from what they did back in October with some money, right? Because this is like someone hoping to like get somebody to like gain your trust or something like that and shower you with like, we don't accept the bare minimum. Okay, so it's either people don't do it. Like I know I'm at that point. It's all or nothing. Like moving around, but this is like, ooh, somebody gonna find out. This motherfucker just wanted the money. They had this idea for somebody. It was a male psychiatrist or psychologist that paid a practitioner to also do work. And then they had a friend. They could have worked at like a VA or a military base, or they could be, government or official. Somebody's gonna be find out that they paid somebody to do this. Also, this person is still cloaking their energy. Whoever this female judge or lawyer is, they keep trying to cloak their energy like ain't nobody gonna see them. But they also trying to figure out like, damn, they gonna get this info. Like somebody would need to realize somebody getting the information one way or another. And that's even if they gotta go as far as watching these people to see what they gonna do next. And I'm not fit to figure out, tell them, and because they coming over here trying to figure out, well, what's next? What's next? Bitch, if you go ahead and do what the fuck you supposed to do, you wouldn't be worried about what the fuck is next. Do what the fuck is right, dumbass. And whoever this male lawyer or judge or sheriff or who the fuck it is that's lying to this judge saying, talking about they gave somebody communication or they can't get in contact, they run just finished. Because I'm getting, if they don't get them arrested right now, the latest they're going to be arrested by June. For somebody, it's a whole lot of money due to you. A whole lot. Because this person, they fit to get caught up on racism charges, so a hate crime. On top of losing their job, they fit to get caught up on a hate crime. Because the secret's going to come out about this tourist minister or whoever had ties to the government or whoever, her secrets is coming out and they revealed who it is. Somebody whistleblowing on them. It's a whole bunch of people whistleblowing on this minister, pastor, preacher, whoever this is, whoever this person who had ties to the military, and this judge and this lawyer and sheriff, they getting snitched on. Also, you're going to find out a spouse or something like that stole some money. Also, somebody you finna find out a lot of information about who took what, who lied, but they also you gonna find out that they were using people that you could have had ties to, romance with. They was buying weapons for them to come do this to you. Also, this was somebody willing to go as far like if they found out that you was going to conceive again, have something. This is a Taurus female that also could be stalking you. Like, oh, they having a baby too. I'm not. Something, a Virgo too. A Virgo and a Taurus female. And somebody from the music industry or could be, do something. But somebody wanted to create an illusion just so you wouldn't have some sort of happiness or get what's due to you. Yeah, these are also people that wanted to pay people to harass you, bully you, stalk you, or cause harm to you. Yeah. But it's like also these are the same people who's upset because it's like you're not backing down, you getting upset. People actually like you. People want want to do things, but this is like somebody that don't want to give up. Someone can end up in the hospital or the ER. Whoever this person is that they was sending in to do this, I feel like they fit to get drowned or something or burned. Something fit to happen to the person who was willing to do this, especially whoever was the person who manipulated blood work or lab work. Also, a passing of some kids. What's going on with this person here? Somebody's trying to reverse something. Also, you're going to find out somebody you was dealing with knew about this as well, and they watched it. I feel like this person is struggling to tell you this. Somebody is struggling to tell you. I'm getting like somebody don't want to face the judgment, but I feel like someone's going to tell you, though. They just don't want to be seen when they come tell you this. But it's like people are in bad habit. They still trying to conceal this fact. I'll tell you, somebody's gonna probably end up, it happen again. But I don't know how that's going to work in that manner. All right, we're going to leave it at that.